Hey guys, Shane here, Flight Simmer. Welcome to another episode of Test Drive. Now, if you haven't seen one of these before, this is where we take a scenery, an aircraft, or a utility, and even hardware in different types of simulators, and we'll take it for a spin around the block, and I will give you my recommendations. Is it worth value for money? So if you like the sound of that, please hit the subscribe button and the alert button, and stick around for the rest of the video. In today's video, we are checking out the RUDDO pedals from Virtual Fly. This video is a part 3 of a part 4 series, so we'll leave a link in the description below of part 1 and part 2 as we checked out Virtual Fly's Yoko the Yoke and also the TQ6 Plus throttles. Then we'll be taking them all for a spin in a big flight in part 4. But before we get into the test drive of the TQ6 Plus, I'd like to introduce you to Virtual Fly, the company. Virtual Fly are based in Barcelona, Spain, where they do research and development focusing on hardware for flight simulations. This results into reliable and realistic solutions for enthusiasts and professionals in flight simulation with products such as a Yoko the Yoke, the RUDDO pedals, and also the TQ6 Plus throttle quadrant. And if you're just looking for a little bit more than just the flight sim hardware for the home enthusiasts, Virtual Fly also do full motion cockpits for commercial use and also home use as well. So within saying all that, why don't we check out the RUDDO pedals from Virtual Fly. Upon opening the box, you can clearly see that the RUDDO pedals have been shipped securely, and there is no need to have any fears that they would arrive from Spain in anything but perfect condition. So what's included in your package other than the rudders themselves? Well, your Virtual Fly warranty certificate for one, also a printed manual. You can download a digital copy if you like from their website as well. A detachable USB cable. Also a ratchet tie down, so you can tie down your pedals to your chair so they don't move. Tension springs, and lots of them, so you can change the tension of your pedals. And also a USB that has included the software for the Virtual Fly test calibration software. On installation, despite the pedals being roughly around 11 kilos, they do actually have more than 11 kilos of force when using the pedals. Virtual Fly have covered a few different bases to help you with the installation for different types of floor formats that you may encounter at your house. First one is screws. You can actually screw it to your floor. Now, I understand that most people wouldn't be able to do this unless they had a dedicated flight sim stand or cockpit. So they do include Velcro strips that work really well, and also a hook and loop fastener that you can hook around your chair. In my case, I used the Velcro strips and a plank of wood that I settled between the rudder pedals and the wall, and that worked really well for my setup. And once you have that set up, all you need to do is plug the USB in the back and straight into the computer, and you are ready to go. At one quick glance of these pedals, you can really see that they have been made to last for a very long time, and they're going to be a sturdy piece of equipment. The base is a mixture of aluminium and steel, so you can have peace of mind that they're not going to break anytime soon. Unlike other products which tire over time, Virtual Fly have stated that the pedals are equipped to withstand the test of time and aggressive use. Even the most challenging crosswind slamming, any sort of force or deflection on the pedals will be handled just fine. Another addition feature to the pedals is something called low cells on the toe brakes. Cells will measure the amount of pressure applied, convert that into something that the sim will understand, and then apply the amount of differential braking. And this is a great addition because you never really use the same amount of pressure from your left foot to your right foot when applying the toe brakes. The pedals do take up a lot of space, but then if you're like me, it doesn't really matter too much because you don't really utilize the space underneath the desk for anything else other than pedals. But within saying that, they are 400 millimeters in height, 393 in length, and 253 in width. To install on your PC is very easy. Pretty much just plug the USB in and Windows will pick it up and install the drivers straight away. Now, I've used the RUDDO pedals on a couple of different simulators such as XP11 and Prepared. And I have calibrated and set up the pedals using both XP and Prepared settings and options on their own UI. And I have even tried using them on FSUI PC. But I always found myself coming back to the Virtual Fly software that's included and native to the pedals. Once you've got everything set up to your flying style, you just hit save and start when you start your different types of flight sims. So that way you need to just set it and forget about it, and it's as easy as that. These pedals give you a really good sense of immersion when it comes to flight sim. Here we are at L52 in Prepared. We are going to do a little taxi in the Just Flight Duchess. We'll also be doing the same within Xplane. The rudder pedals are silky smooth from start of the axis to the end of the axis. With all things Virtual Fly, you can really see how accurate they are. And I like the feeling of when you have to push harder down on the pedal when you're at high speeds. In this clip we are running the pedal straight through Prepared itself. Please excuse my bad taxiing for this video. We will jump down to the end of the runway and we'll demonstrate a quick takeoff in Prepared. In this clip we are in Xplane, and again with the Duchess from Just Flight at L52. We're going to do another quick taxi. I guess the big difference I feel with Prepared and Xplane is that Xplane seems to be a little bit smoother, so I'm not sure if that's the actual rudder pedals or more to do with Xplane 11 itself. But within saying that, I am using the rudder pedals to run through the Virtual Fly test calibrator software that comes with the pedals. And again, the Virtual Fly rudder pedals give you a very silky smooth transition from the start of your axis to the end of the axis, same as Prepared, and a great sense of immersion when taxiing down the taxiways. And of course we'll complete another run down the runway so you can compare the difference between Prepared and Xplane with the rudder pedals. The Virtual Fly rudder pedals will set you back just over $1,000. Yes, that is on the high-end market, and at that price that's not going to suit everybody. But if you want something that's high quality, very well made, and something that's going to last you for a very long time, these rudder pedals are definitely something to look at. I personally myself, after using these rudder pedals for a while now, I can't see myself using anything else. I would love to hear in the comments what rudder pedals you are using and what you like and dislike about them. If you have any questions about the Virtual Fly rudder pedals, please let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to answer. And if you're interested in becoming an OzFlight Simmer member, please hit the join button below to check out the extra perks by doing this. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.